Okay, I just had to check the microphone. So, yeah, it went down to freezing last night, and they said it would only be 37 degrees, but it was only 32 degrees. So I didn't have any blanket, I didn't have any heat source, I didn't have any coat. I just got this jacket, so I put on like 3 shirts. The sun just came up, so at least I can absorb some of that energy of the day now, because it's been a long, long night. Yesterday was the winter solstice, so I guess today is the 22nd or 23rd. Well, let's see, Monday, yes, the 23rd, so I'm back here on this rugged land here in the desert. It's also really moist, so the dew condenses and it really sucks out the heat that way. It's the worst conditions. The only thing that I can say that's good is that it wasn't windy, because if it was windy, I'd probably be dead right now. I'd have to go to drastic measures, and there was a place that I'd walk to get out of the wind, but then there would be more possibility of getting some blankets. But I don't have any vehicle right now. This is what's going on, and I wasn't able to get any blanket. I don't have any money at this point. So this is really one of the low points of my life as far as resources. And I can't believe this has happened. I just can't believe it. When I try to look at it and think like, like what's going on in my life, and it's total shock. Completely unexpected, like just rolling, being shoved along this course now. I'm gonna make it. That's not a question. I'm waiting for funding to come in. I'm trying to get to a place where I can be inside. I'm trying to not cry all the time when I think about this. But there's a lot of good stuff going on. I'm working for Peace Productions now, and I'm a board member, so which is amazing when you think about it. I've just become board member of a organization that is trying to help the world, and like I seem to be one of those people that needs help. So, is that like the blind leading the blind, or is it just like totally appropriate that I should be doing that work because I know what it's like? I got maybe 2 hours of sleep last night because I stayed awake just trying to generate some heat and make sure that actually my feet are frozen right now, and I thought that they were going to get gangrene. If it gets too cold, frostbite is what they typically call it. So I'm the first stages of that. But I was looking at the United States weather on my app there, and the Southwest, like even Southern California, is really cold, and I think it's like unseasonable, because even for them at the end of December it's not this cold. It's like near freezing in a lot of places. I think even LA, and definitely the Inland Empire, and going up towards Las Vegas. anywhere in Arizona pretty much. Definitely New Mexico is in like the, I don't know, like 20 or 15 or less up in the mountains. And then I checked the East Coast, and I typed in Miami, and Miami's like, what is it, like 50 degrees or so at night? So that's like, it's a slightly lower latitude, but, you know, much warmer. So I didn't really look at the map, but if you follow weather, I love to follow weather. It's just so interesting to me to see globally this system, how everything is fitting together, even though there's, you know, extremes, weather extremes that we have to deal with. But to me, looking at it, it's a great science. Having said that, I have a lot of sadness in my life and a lot of struggling, just physically, really trying to survive. But tomorrow is Christmas Eve, and in my past I've had a lot of years with my family, my parents that I grew up with, and I saw them about a couple months ago. They like to travel, so I said, why don't you come closer to where I am? So they came, and you saw some videos with that. I didn't show them. They don't do this kind of thing, but I won't be with family. I don't know what I'm gonna do for Christmas. But, you know, not to say that I'm not only a typical Christian. I have that at the core, along with a lot of other major beliefs and traditions, you know, historic traditions, the history of religion. But I also have an overall spiritual thing, which I think you know that very well by now. I couldn't get through this. I would probably just give up and die at this point. I'll be honest with you. If I didn't know so much and, you know, think and believe and, you know, feel things in my heart that are true, I'm just facing things right now that are like, but we only have to deal with the things we're capable of dealing with at the time. So we know that it's just the right thing for that moment to be able to handle and to rise up and you know, learn from it. So I'm sorry. Anyhow, I always say, you know, it's not worth getting sad about anything. You have to see the brighter side of life all the time. And I don't know, it's just strange as this is the holiday, but, you know, this is when people commit suicide and stuff like that, or whatever. But like I said, I don't have that as an option. Because there are things that, you know, I'm pretty sure I've got some funding coming in, and I've got this great work to do, and I can get situated in a place. I just want to do the best thing efficiently to pull out of this cycle. But, you know, it's karma. Don't worry about me. I know that everything happens because I took responsibility, I tried to do things, and we have to learn every time we do something. It's like getting a disease or losing something, or, you know, being challenged. The ultimate challenge for me now is survival, floating, keeping my head afloat and not going under. I've got in the past week in Phoenix, it was an extra $10 to get there on the bus from the border, and then it was I got a bus pass, which I'm so mad at myself because I threw away $20 on it. $20 that I really didn't have to spend, but I figured I can get around in this really huge city. Here, I'll show you. And that's when it expires. And the day after Christmas it expires, so I'm not even using it. So I was just in anguish last night thinking about that. Like, if I only had that $20 back. I didn't use it but maybe 5 times. Yeah, five times. When typically people get these cards and they use it like 15 times minimum throughout the week. So I was just kicking myself. Like I said, I'm trying to be efficient because that's the only way to get out of this. Every penny counts. And that's the other thing. I was carrying all this weight, and it was like my feet were getting killed, and my legs were stiff, and the cold, and being on rock ground, because that's what I sleep on now. Except for, I did have some help. Look, I'm not saying that I'm completely like destitute, homeless. Okay, I get a little break every now and then. I get a little warmth, and my friends with the founders of the nonprofit actually gave me a sandwich yesterday. I didn't even ask, and they just automatically do that because that's the way they are. So I'm really blessed, and I just still want to wish everybody a happy holiday, and the season's greetings to everybody, because I know that everybody's caught up in that, and this is the time of the year, and this is probably one of my worst end of the year ever. But it's one of the best because it's the most recent one, and I've made it to this point. And keep watching, please. As I always tell you, thanks for your interest, and you're going to see me rise up from this. Please leave a comment if you feel like it. I know it's difficult now to make comments because of Google+, but try out Google+. I did. Look, if I can deal with Google+, maybe you can. Take care, be well, and see you next time.